do y'all think that games are taking toxicity way too far in terms of how they sort of view toxic behavior? For instance, teabagging in Apex Legends can catch you a ban from tournaments, or disqualification rather. So for instance, in this situation, we have a person teabagging their teammates' death box and getting disqualified from a tournament.
Twitch, the Terror Day, appreciate you sticking around. Yo!
Out the corner of his eye, I'm pretty sure, he noticed the teabaggage and was like,
oh, he went over to the dead body that they just killed, and
that.
he went and teabagged on the fucking death box.
He didn't kill him. And if we're going to be hosting a tournament and we're talking about toxicity, maybe we shouldn't be cursing there, okay, sailor? You know what I'm saying? Maybe we should keep it a bit more Christian to lessen the toxicity, because after all, how would Jesus view these toxic actions of yours? How can thou be above thine who teabaggeth a death box ith? Like, it's just some full, it's like a little bit of some Muppet behavior. Pardon the stutters, my brain's weird. It's Dilly who's teabagging, and we have Pathy who's his teammate, the only Pathy in the entire tournament.
Jump on a death box and teabag it? Don't think so.
Out of his way. He was like right there. He's like right there.
I have a fucking pen and paper. Yeah, so we're here.
A pen and paper, dog. It's 2022. Open a notepad on your, do a virtual pen and paper on your freaking desktop, son. You cannot be hosting a tournament and not have 2 monitors. Maybe you can, but like I suggest getting 2 if you can afford it. It's nice. That's not like it's not a flex to have 2 monitors. It's just
here to create a safe space for all gamers, everybody.
If you can
that
get
kind of stuff
2,
will
you should get
not
2.
be tolerated.
A safe space. Teabagging your teammate's death box is somehow penetrating the bubble of safety that this dude's trying to generate, which I'm all for trying to create a safe space. Like, I get it. I really do. I get it, dude. But there has to be a line, dude. There has to be a line drawn with that pen you have on that paper. It's like, this is toxic, this is not. And if you feel so boldly about this, I'm not sure if this is your tournament you're hosting. If it was, that should be in the rules, because it's obvious you're freaking passionate about people not teabagging death boxes. That should be in the rules somewhere, I think. Like, you don't have to have a stipulation for every single thing that happens, but if going forward that's not like a rule in your tournaments, which would be weird, just saying, but if it's not a rule going forward, then you are smoked and dented, because you are tilted off that.
Yes, we will not take that.
We ain't taking those.
They're trying to say that was his own teammate. Yeah, they're saying that he teabagged.
I catch you gyrating on a death box again.
Matter, folks. Like, when you're in a tournament,
no.
You're in a professional tournament. You can't be doing it.
You guys can't be doing that in a professional tournament. I'm not sure what they're playing for. It doesn't say. Let's assume, let's be generous here, like 10 grand, right? They're playing for an insane prize of 10 grand. In a $2 million prize pool game in ALGS, you have folks teabagging death boxes in the comms saying like, you're shit, you're terrible. They were going off. You had Nicewig, the caster, cursing up a storm, bringing up like gold players, talking about how if gold players think that the pros are playing weird, some other stuff. I'm not sure exactly what he said, but he was basically like, you're playing for 45 RP, they're playing for 2 million, which is facts. But he was getting passionate. He was saying some wild stuff. That was in the highest level professional tournament possible, and they're letting that slide. But you catch some dude teabagging their teammate out the corner of your eye, and you're just like, not today. And you get upset. Like, I don't.
That. And something people need to really understand. Yeah, so like, you can't do that. Just like I'm telling Dude, you're going to tell me teabagging my own teammate is toxic. All right, so then this is where we're going to shut the lobby down at this point, because I'm not going to get into that one, because absolutely it is. Unfortunately, yes.
He's not going to get into it. You're not going to explain. Are you not going to explain because you can't, or what? Are you just like major upset that people just don't recognize the absurd levels of toxicity in which someone has to have within their body to teabag their teammate's death box? Because I get it, bro. Like, you don't want to confront that evil.
Disqualified, okay. Because yes, you cannot do that, folks. Sportsmanship. Right?
Views. Do you realize that some of the most iconic things that have happened in like I guess esports history have been some of the toxic moments? Some of the things that would probably rustle your jimmies to a level in which you would just have to buy a new pair because they'd be haunted and tormented for years to come. Things like that. Like in the recent LGS, you had people that were talking about Hal's comms with TSM, which my man's a little upset. He's an angry elf. Is he tall? I'm not sure. He might be. I'm not that tall either. I'm just saying things. And you have the comms with C9. And people were like, those were hilarious. That was the main thing I watched, is what some folks are saying. And it's like, Toxicity has a point. Should you let it run like, you know, full blown with no restrictions? No, you don't want that. But there should be a form that's allowed. It's just called being passionate. There is a point where it gets out of hand, 100%. But I don't think this was it. I'm gonna be honest. I think you're getting a little excessive there, sir.
You cannot go and teabag your own teammates in any organized sports. So why would you come into an organized tournament and go?
Hey, bro, did you see Tom Brady teabagging some? I don't know sports at all, by the way. Do you see, like, you know, these people? Imagine IRL teabagging, which I'm pretty sure that we've seen some default Fortnite dances in sports before, and it's hilarious. It's iconic. It's like a clip-worthy moment. It's funny. I would call that, I guess, unsportsmanlike, but at the same time, it's just funny, dude. Like, teabagging in video games is the equivalent of that, because you don't really have funny emotes. In Apex, an emote's just like, meh. Like, there's not really any emotes that get across like that toxic vibe you really want to send. In Fortnite, dude, I feel like getting emoted on in Fortnite is way worse than getting teabagged in Apex, first of all. And guess what? No one says nothing about that.
Go and do something like that.
I don't think, at least.
No, you cannot teabag your own teammates, or anybody for that matter.
I don't know what the frog's about.
Do not teabag teammates in the future. Just because you can hide behind this and get to use this little thing, you're not going to do that in the real world.
What in the fuck? Yeah, I'm not gonna teabag IRL. You know how hard that'd be? Hey, yo, lay down real quick. Like, there's a lot of setup you have to have happen to teabag, and if you don't have the proper setup, A, it looks weird, and when you do have the proper setup, it still looks weird. Yeah, I'm not gonna teabag in real life. What? Kinda. It just makes no sense. That makes no sense whatsoever, brother. Who? These people, bro. These people aren't real. Like, it's the same folks that Respawn that were just like, we must censor the phrase your mom. We cannot allow these folks to run rampant typing such hateful things in our video game. Your mom is not allowed. By the way, your mom, if you type a certain way, if you insert a certain like wording in front or after your mom, like maybe I banged your mom, I'm pretty sure you can catch a suspension. So be careful. Which I don't get too much, but I can kind of understand. But the fact that we're banning the phrase your mom is ridiculous. I hope your mom is having a great day. Imagine getting banned for that. Like, I don't think you would, but like, imagine. But that's the point we're at. Is Videojuegos going a little too far with how they view and label things as toxic? Because I think they are. When you do this stuff, when you label things that just aren't that big a deal as toxic and just basically viewing it as this, I wouldn't say violent, I'd say hateful behavior. When you label it as that and you view it as such, you're actually diminishing the things that are hateful. And you make it harder to actually notice that stuff. And it makes people soft, dude. I had a game yesterday, nothing mean was said. I'm just having a good banter with this dude, and he gets upset and just, he says one thing and quits. And it's like, dude, it's not that serious. I'm just trying to have some banter. Which I'll probably leave that clip so folks have some context. Anyway, that's the video. Y'all have a good day. I'll catch you later. Peace. Yo, go ahead and grab my banner. You won't.
Our guy thought about it so hard.
Coward. Imagine. Imagine being on a team and not willing to risk it all for your teammates, bro.
Being selfish and being over there by yourself.
Imagine not being selfless and help. He fucking wait. What? I was joking.
Wait.